So here we are. It's the Thursday before the race. So everything's changed last minute. Apparently we got an email through saying that they're doing the contingency course, the miler course that passes through Eastern Okataina is underwater in some areas, and yeah, I think there's been a landslide as well on one section that they're not able to get a boat around. So they're on the contingency course, which is starting at Okataina and then heading up the Western Okataina hill and then doing 2 laps. I hate doing laps, so I'm not going to do that. So I dropped down to the 100k race, which is starting at Okataina, doing 1 lap. You go to the finish line, then you go back out to the forest, do a 50k lap there. So it's still 100k, but I just thought I'd do that because I hate doing laps. And yeah, so we've just come up on the Thursday. It's good to see everyone turning up in town. We literally just saw Amanda Basham and Lucy Bartholomew in Countdown, which was awesome. Yeah, so we're checked in now. We're just ready for the day, and I was going to say good luck to everybody, but by the time this video comes out, I guess it'll be the week after. So hopefully everyone had a good race. Hopefully it all went well on the day. The weather looked like it wasn't going to be that hot, but it's clear skies, blue skies here. The email said it to expect wet underfoot, puddles, water, mud, horrific conditions. So not sure. The 50k loop that we're doing it's gravel usually, so it should be pretty dry underfoot, but we'll see how it goes. I'll take the camera with me and I'll probably film as I go. It's going to be busy though, because the milers, the 100k and the 50 are all doing the 50k loop, multiple iterations depending on your distance, so it's going to be quite busy out there, I suspect, but I'll try filming here and there. I think the aid stations are going to be rammed with people trying to get refills. So yeah, that's awesome, and see how it goes.
We are looking forward to getting you all on your way at 8:30. The addition of the compostable
Just about to come into Miller. Doing alright at the moment. Not very fast, but it's going okay. Yeah, 23.8k, 3 hours. Just gone 3 hours. Just heading up the side of Blue Lake to head towards the far side of Blue Lake. The other side's supposed to be pretty muddy, so we'll see how it goes. $37k in 5 hours. Almost there. Just going through 50k in 7 hours 14, so not super fast, but you know, just pace it out. It's been real hot today as well. Kind of looking forward to the sun going down any minute now. Actually, it's a little bit hotter than it should be because these sulfur flats are like artificially warm, if you know what I mean. Okay, we've just gone through 54k. Starting to struggle now, actually, to be honest. Just the heat, electrolytes are all out of balance again, which is what happened last year at Tarawera.
It's that, it's not so much the distance, I've got plenty of energy and my legs are fine, but it's like muscle spasms, and you know, can't get the electrolytes in and can't get the calories in because just feeling so groggy, you know, just internal guts. It's just the heat, but it is like 5 o'clock now or something, or somewhere around there. The sun's just set, so, or setting anyway, or at least it's lost its heat, so we'll see. But hopefully I'll let my body cool down because my body's just been getting too hot, and in a minute I'm going to slam some salt tablets to get some electrolytes in, and then we'll see. I've got about 9k to the aid station at the end of Ball and Chain, and let's go for a loo there, so I'll be there for a little while. But yeah, I've just gone out on the 30k section now, so it'll be a while before I see my crew again. Just trying to chug along at like 230, 240 watts. I'm just getting a low cruise. There's some hills on this next section, so I've picked up my poles. So here we go. Just doing a little bit of walking up the yellow route with my poles. Just letting the sun go down, letting the temperature come down a bit, and then I'll take a couple of salt capsules, salt tabs, and see if I can get some electrolytes in, and then see if I can get some fluids and calories in. So I'm probably going to walk a lot of this next 9k section actually, just to get myself set up ready for the next bit in the forest. There's still a bit of residual heat in the air, so there's no point pushing hard. In about 30 minutes the temperature's going to start dropping, and I should get a second wind, but we'll see. But I don't know how much this next 9k, but I'll walk a lot, probably a lot of it, and then after that I think it's pretty flat for the next bit, so I'll probably put the poles away and go back to jogging. It's starting to get pretty dark now, and I'm not sure how much the GoPro is going to come out now. I might only be able to film the aid stations. I've just left Ball and Chain. I don't know, it's called Parenga aid station. I think I call it Ball and Chain because it's on the end of the Ball and Chain mountain bike park route. Yeah, I was there for ages, like half an hour, just trying to get my salts and liquids back on track because electrolytes are absolutely out of whack. This happens every time I go to Tarawera. It's so hot up here in the day that I sweat so much, and there's so much salt in my sweat that I can't drink enough. I literally can't drink enough to catch up, and even though I've got electrolyte tablets in my drink, I end up with not enough salt in my system. So I'm slamming salt tablets and trying to get my salts back up, but I just can't catch up. So now the sun's down, I'm going to set a real slow jog because I don't want to sweat basically, and see if I can slowly take on some salts over the next 11k to the next aid station. It's a bit make or break at the moment. I'm going to finish, I mean, even if I have to walk it. I always have this problem though. It's really frustrating because I've got plenty of energy, legs are fine. I mean, you know, I've done 63k, I mean, I'm pretty tired, but like, you know, I can finish easily. But your muscles start spasming, not cramping, but like spasming. You can't control them, and then like you start losing control of your body functions. You know, you start drinking and you just can't stop yourself wanting to go for a loo, for a wee or whatever. It's you know, eventually bad things happen. You end up spending 25 minutes in a Portaloo. But yeah, so I've just left that aid station, and I'll see if I can do a little bit better to this one, which will be Green Lake. If I can get to Green Lake, the next one will be Blue Lake. I got my crew there, my wife, hi Jo, and then from there, I mean, you know, I can walk it in from here. It's 35k to go, but I mean, that's a 7-hour walk. I'd rather not. I don't really care about my finish time. I might have gone out a bit too fast as well because I heard there was 1,000 runners. I was expecting to come about 750, 800, and I just looked at my times, and at one point I was at 97th. So I might have gone a bit too hard. Didn't feel like I was going that hard, but the problem is I can't. I've got the legs to do it, but I haven't got the electrolyte balance to do it. Anyway, someone here, it feels weird filming when you're right behind someone, so see you guys at the next one. Got to stop and film this. This river section's so beautiful. I'm so glad that the river hasn't come up and made this impassable. This is the ball and chain mountain bike track, but it's open to runners as well. Here's the squids of destiny, as I call them. You know what, thinking about it, those rankings are almost certainly per age group. So it's like 97 in my age group, so I don't know how many there are in the age group. So I probably am like 700th of 1,000. It would make sense because I saw, you know, a lot of people went by me, and I'm not. I just can't. I can't race as hard as I want to because my electrolytes just go completely out the window. It's always been like this, even when I was a kid. Like even when I was 16 years old, you know, on mountain bikes, I used to just sweat so much and like couldn't drink enough because then my salt levels would drop. Can't take on enough salt, and even if I'm having salt tablets, it's really hard to get up to fix as well because once your salt levels are low, you can't retain water because your bladder starts to, your muscles start to like let go. So if you drink water, it just goes straight through, and you need to wee all the time, which really hurts as well, which is annoying. And the reason it really hurts is because you haven't got a lot of water in your bladder, so the walls of your bladder rub on each other, you get irritated, so you're constantly in pain, like real pain down in your guts, and you constantly have to wee all the time, which burns. You can't keep liquid in. You need to keep the liquid in because the liquid's got the salt in it. So it's a nightmare. Basically what you can do is stop, sit down at an aid station, lose an hour at an aid station or 45 minutes, and take on salt tablets, salty crisps, whatever, get the electrolytes up, then take on water, let the water go in, go to the Portaloo a few times, but it takes ages to fix. Okay. This might go a little bit Blair Witch Project, but yeah, so robot is back in service. I've managed to balance the electrolytes in the last hour. I managed to take on a litre of water and keep it in me, so I've hydrated again. But yeah, I'm about 2k out of Green Lake now, and I'm able to jog again, start bringing the watts up. I'll jog it into Green Lake, do the same thing again, slam some salt tabs, spend a little while there, 20 minutes or so, and then get some water in me again. And then it's basically one Sunday long run away from the finish line, but you know, it's still 26k or something. So yeah, on torch now, so it just got too dark in the forest, man. There's nothing I could do. I was tripping on stuff. So here we go. Slowed down quite a lot now because well, it's night time basically, just running the downs, but fortunately I've done this route before, so I kind of know where the hills are. So about 9k out of Blue Lake. Plan is basically do the climb to Blue Lake walking, run down the side of Blue Lake, run from Blue Lake to the water tank, walk the water tank, climb, which is the purple route, if you're familiar with the redwoods, and then basically walk from there to the redwoods, because you've got to go down some real steep steps, and then jog it the last 6k across the sulphur flats, which is dead flat, so you know, and if you've got any energy left, that's all you need to do. So we're getting there slowly. So, we got a pretty similar situation to the Wellington 100k attempt actually at the moment, is that my feet are sorry, I've got to keep checking where I'm going. My feet are pretty munted. It's just along the fronts of the balls, just, you know, too much running in zero drops. I'm like nearly 83k in now, 84k in. So I'm just walking along at the moment. I'm going to change over into road shoes when I get to Blue Lake, see if that helps a little bit. It's pretty dry on the course, so it should be alright. Where am I going? Yeah. So yeah, I want to run, but my feet hurt. I've still got energy, particularly for flats and downs, but yeah, it really hurts to run at the moment.
Oh, here we go. Shot finish. Robert Pearce in the 102. Right.